Hi, so I have class in 34 minutes, so let's make this quick. I want to show you my old 2013 OG Loopover. This is the version 5 years before I re-implemented it in 2018. And I just want to show you the differences, because there's some features in this version that I never made again, just because they're too much work or they're not worth it, but I'll just show you them anyway. So you can select any size you want, only squares, just like in the newer version, except for, I think, like the person who made the mobile friendly version, like Janice, he added rectangular boards. Anyway, you click on it, you see a grayscale solved board, and everything here was no regrips, like I mentioned earlier. So that means you can move the M around, but you can't move around anything else except for M. So I could never solve a 5x5 because of this. Now let me go down to a 3x3 so that I can actually solve it quickly. And the concept I want to show you is you can see a solved board in grayscale. But if you want to see a solved board in color, well, you can't do it here. So what you do is you click scramble, and as it scrambles, it becomes more and more colored until it looks like wood tiles, which I think is aesthetically pleasing. And then if you solve it, well, you can hear there's nice sound effects too. Shoot, okay, I gotta actually focus on what I'm doing. Solve it. Then now you can see a colored solved board, and the only way you can do that is to solve it yourself. And also keep track of your personal best. So let me just do this a few more times. So if I do that and that was a personal best, so you can see like it's keeping track of which one is faster. And then if I do one that isn't as fast, like this is probably not going to be as fast because it's a bad setup. Then it just goes bling, but no personal best jingle. Let me just do an average of 5 to show you that it can keep track of averages of 5 as well. This is a pretty good case, I think. Oh, new personal best. Wow, I'm so good at this. So I'm almost there. This is okay. Be patient because there's lots of cool features to show you in this. There, 4.64 average of 2, 4.62 average of 5. Okay, now I click back, and now if I click on 3x3, it graphs my average, and you can also like increase smoothing to kind of see your progress over time. Your personal bests are highlighted in green, with your current one being bright green. Your averages are red dots, with the current best highlighted in yellow. So if I okay, let me just do 2x2 because it's faster. This is no grips 2x2, which is even stupider than regrip 2x2. What I'm trying to show you right now is that in this version, averages of 5 were not rolling. I don't know why I chose to do that, but I just did. Okay, I just want to get 2 of them to show you what it looks like. Okay, I should just focus because it should never take me more than 6 moves to solve it. Okay, anyway, now I have 10 solves, as you can see, and I was really inefficient here. But you can see here's my average of 5 from the first 5 solves. Here's the second 5 solves. It also shows you the singles in the corner. You can see, not in the corner, at the bottom of this window. You can also change it to graph instead of time. It graphs moves. So here it's like snapped to the integers, as you can see, like 10 moves, 6, 8, 6, 27. That's pretty stupid. You can also graph my moves per second. You can see that my least efficient solve was also my slowest moves per second. And I didn't highlight which one is your PB for moves per second because you could artificially inflate that by doing inefficient solutions. Anyway, this is the gist of it. So you can see like if I were to smooth it, you can see that like I'm gradually getting worse just because I'm paying less and less attention. But ideally, it would be like a curve that goes down. Okay, so these leaderboards never were implemented. I randomly generated them to test. Oh yeah, I was gonna do like all these things with like you could see records in the past year, past day, all that, but it never happened. Anyway. Some other cool features, 5x5, let's scramble it. Now let's say you don't know where Y up here needs to go. Well then you click C goal, and if you hold it down, the pieces transition to where they should go. And like this isn't solving it. This is not an actual mechanical move, it's only cosmetic to help you figure out what's going on. So as I'm solving it, I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know where this D needs to go. I can see it's going to the right, okay, then I'll drag it there. Which is kind of helpful, but you'll see why it's even more helpful later. Okay, more stuff to show you. Options. You can change the color scheme. Pretty standard stuff. If you want, like, if you're really Chinese like me, then you want to have the flag. Don't forget your culture. So, red background, gold stars. Red means wealth or something. I don't remember. Good luck. Maybe good luck. Anyway, very different aesthetic. I really like that fact. You can solve it. Let me actually solve one to show Chinese spirit, I guess. Okay. Pretty cool, 615, Andrew Ricci, North American record. You can also do other color schemes. I personally like Meadow. I think Meadow is quite calming during this stressful time. I also like how I have like randomly different shades of the background color to make them look slightly natural and organic. That's really nice. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to solve this. Now I know how to solve this, by the way, but it takes me an hour and 1,000 moves, so let's not do that. Okay, more options, and here's what I really want to show you that I hope you're impressed by, because I put a lot of work into this. You can go with color palette, which is kind of like the current Loopover, except you can see it's hue versus brightness instead of like R and RGB. So if you do that for like 5x5, instead of letters, you get the RGB thing. But again, it's grayed out because I don't want to give you the reward of seeing a fully colored solved board unless you actually solve it. So if you scramble it, it starts to get less and less grayscale because now you're seeing the true deal. And this actually kind of looks pretty cool. Yeah, so no letters, blah, 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 blah. And I could substitute any image file I wanted. So first of all, let me solve this. This is kind of hard. Okay, so I should go like this and this. Now that solves the top row, and then if you go like this. Oh shoot, okay, that did not work. I have to resolve the top row. There we go. There's this weird diagonal line here. But anyway, you can see that now I get to enjoy the full picture. Okay, I want to show you some more cool stuff with these pictures. So BFDIA, pretty standard stuff. Like, okay, cool. Do I have to solve it again? Of course I have to solve it again. Oh, I didn't even have to diagonal spam that one. Okay, so that's another background. There's also the cat. Okay, I'm not gonna like show you it, but like, yeah. Well, actually, I'll show you it, but let me just do it real fast. Ooh, cool, the cat. And see, this is why you really want to have the seagull, because it's harder. Seagull, hop like a bird. It's harder to tell where each piece wants to go because you know maybe you don't know the image that well. So clicking seagull can really help you figure out where pieces need to go. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. You can also see that one tile is already in its solved spot, which might help with like FMC or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty cool. There's also the garden. You can figure out what it's like. Scramble. Now here's the one I really want to show you that I almost made the entire video about just this. Car video. That's right, video. Okay? So if you go to 5x5, watch this. Look, the video's playing. Oh wait, OBS is kind of like lagging. Okay, well it's working now. There's a video playing. If I scramble it, look, the pieces are all playing the video. And you can interact with it live. Like, oh my god, technology, pretty cool, right? And you can click seagull to see it come together again. And then like it goes back. And I just think, you know, I'm amazed that Michael and I got this to work. Because honestly, this is like a lot of credit to Michael because he figured this out. Now, what I really like about the car video is if you go to 10x10, I believe. Let me see. No, I think you have to go to 8x8 or something. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. Do you see this tile right here? Like, watch my cursor. This one. It has these two blinking lights for that construction sign. You know, left, right. And when you click seagull, you can see that they're on the right side, upper right corner. I really like how in the tile there, it's like perfectly centered with the two lights blinking back and forth. It's like each tile is its own universe. That's pretty cool. And if you want to solve this, I mean, I could solve 3x3. Like, really, there's no other strategy. Oops, that's not right. Cool, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's the point of that. You can also change the volume, boring. You can also change your name, boring. You can't hit enter. That's pretty bad. But there's still more stuff, I guess. Okay. So these are all the board types. For some reason, I have these random dimensions. I don't know why I didn't just let you set whatever you wanted. Oh, let me go back to a standard color palette board sticker color scheme thing. There's 4x3. I don't know why I did this. I couldn't even solve anything bigger than a 3x3, so I wouldn't be able to solve this. Although what I really like is that the leftmost column is entirely vowels and everything else is entirely consonants. That's pretty fun. Yeah, there's that. Then there's 6x10. I don't know why I chose these, but I like how like each window looks kind of like a TV, like with the aspect ratio. That's nice. 13x2. This is an alphabetical solve. I actually knew how to solve this, and I'm not going to do it now, but like it's a lot easier because every time you move up or down, you're only swapping 2 pieces, so it's easier to like fine tune what you want to fix. Then here's the ones that get interesting. They get really wild after this. So 1 band means there's 1 bandage on the entire board. And that's right, I'm bandaging pieces. For a Loopover that has regrips, bandaging isn't that hard to deal with because you just solve the bandages first. But here, do you see that bandage between H and I? A normal move is like this or this, but if I push down, both of those go together. And the reason why this is so much different for no regrips is that there's no other way in which you can push CFI downward if you're the E tile, right? So this is a move that could not be replicated without the bandage, which is interesting. It's not even possible to simulate this on a Rubik's Cube. Anyway, if you scramble it, oh, that was a weird scramble. It didn't actually move the HI, but you can try to solve it. It's actually quite hard. I did not re-implement this in New Loopover because I thought no one would figure out how to solve it or they wouldn't find it fun. So there's that. So I don't know how to solve it. Whatever. There's also 2 band, which is the same thing but with 2 bandages. So C and F are both. C and F and H and I are bandaged, and like it's kind of interesting to see like, oh wow, vertically these 2 are going together. Horizontally these 2 are going together. But if I go here, then like nothing is going together, and like here, it's just like interesting to watch these things move. Also, like if you want to see bandages on a cat, a bandaged cat looks like this. Pretty cool, right? And also what I really like about this is because the bandages force the 2 pieces together, when you click C goal, the 2 bandages pieces will travel together as well. Unless you cause them to loop over, like in this case, then they don't. Ooh. I wonder if I'm close to being solved if the whole thing is just shifted up 1 tile. Probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to figure it out now, but that is the closest I've ever gotten to solving this thing. So that's 2 ban. Big and small, I just kept expanding on this idea. Let me go back to letters again. I kept expanding on the idea of bandages. So here we have 2 tiles that are like essentially 2x2s, and then the rest are 8 1x1s. So scramble it. The 2x2s like often move together. So what I think is interesting is here, because the 2 2x2s are half overlapped, I'm moving 3/4 of the board at once, which is pretty wild. Right? Okay, class is in 21 minutes now. I'm running out of time. Here's, oh yeah, pretty cool. Let me like scramble this up, and it's like, wow, look at that, impressive. Okay, cool. Pinwheel, 5x5 with 4 bandages. Pretty boring stuff. Then I think the next one's chunk. No, we have big tile, which is almost like finger size in Loopover. Actually, it would be if you have also no regrips. But you can see that this inner 3x3, because of the bandages, it will stay together forever. So it's like you have a fat finger that's a 3x3. And it's interesting because like 18 is technically not bandaged to 19, and the same with all these other pairs. But just the way the whole thing is set up, there's no way to separate those pieces anyway, so you can pretend that they're bandaged. And if you scramble it, then like you saw this whole thing that travels together. Wait, actually that's not a good way. See, they all travel together. If you were to use an image like the garden, then if you were to scramble, then you can see there's this whole solved chunk of the image that travels together. So that's pretty fun. And then we have Chunky, my absolute favorite. Just kidding, it's awful. I don't know why I chose this, but it's just a 6x10 board with the most random bandages ever. And like I don't know why I had this. I don't even know if there's like a methodical way to solve something like this. I bet there is, but it's like, why? Why would you have this random 2x3 here? I don't know. Okay, so you scramble it, blah, solve it, blah. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. I mean, it is kind of chunky. It's kind of gross to think about, you know? It's like some pieces are bigger than others. Weird. Okay, and then slider is just your standard slider puzzle. You know, that like Ben 1996 123 guy who's really good at this and could probably solve this in like 5 seconds. Well, I can't, but I used to play this a lot just because it was the only big board puzzle out of these that I could solve, right? Because I could only do 2x2, 3x3. I can't do 4x4 no regrips because these are all no regrips. So I would play slider a lot. So let's see how fast I can do it now. I'm out of practice now, so like Don't make fun of me. Don't make fun of me. Okay, I'll do it one piece at a time. And then I put the E in the wrong spot. And then I go like that. And then, oh, see, I keep pushing things in the wrong direction. Okay, I probably could have saved some moves with the I and J. I keep pushing things in the wrong direction. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, actually, no, it's not that bad. Yeah, I used to average like 30, so I'm not going to make 30 this time. Watch this. This is clever. No, that wasn't very clever. Okay, I'm almost there. Final 2 rows. That means we're close. There we go. Yeah, and I got a personal, gling, 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 personal best, because it doesn't keep track of, I don't think it keeps track of your solved data locally in a file. So every time you refresh the page, it clears everything, which is kind of sucks. But you can see there's my single solve. You can't even smooth anything, but you can also see it took me 267 moves, very inefficient. Loop slider is just the same thing, except pieces can loop over from side to side. And actually in practice, I found that I never use looping over moves to solve the board, even though if you want to be really efficient, you could probably take some advantage out of that. I never did. So that's not super interesting. Big slider, I don't remember. Oh, big slider is where you have a 2x2 open hole, and then 2 pieces will travel across the hole at once. And I thought that this would somehow like reduce to a 3x3 slider or something more basic, because it just looks like there's not much scrambling happening. Like if you watch the A piece, which is down at the bottom, you'll notice that it can only travel in one of 9 locations that are like spread apart by 2 pieces. You know what I mean? You can see it. And if you watch, like, let me think. The G tile can only be in 4 locations, which makes me think like there's no way this could get scrambled. But if you scramble it, I actually found that I could not solve it at all, which is weird. Okay, so there's the first row. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm doing well. What? I already have GHIJ. Okay, how do I get more? See, okay, here's where I get stuck because... Oh, what? Okay, I just solved the second row. Hold on, what the heck? Okay. What the... What? Okay, that's the first time I've ever solved that. Wait, did I just get lucky, or is it always that easy? Okay, I take that back. Maybe I was just really stupid in the past, and I couldn't figure out that you could just do this one at a time. So if I, for the first 3 pieces of any row, you can always just do them one at a time. But I'm guessing as you try to push in the last 5, the last 2, they come in together. Oh, hold on. How did I do this? NU. I'm being really dumb. I can't figure out how I got there. Anyway, you already saw me solve it once. I don't want to waste time because, you know, I'm running low on time. So let's just keep going. Row swap. This one is pretty dumb also. So if I press right, it's going to swap M and N and also the pair above it and the pair below it. So it's like these 2 3x1 bars are swapping places like this. So if I keep doing this, it'll eventually come back to solved. And I can do the same thing vertically too. Yeah. And then I can also go both vertically and horizontally. It's kind of fun to move diagonally and see the whole thing flip, and scramble, seagull. Pieces will just move everywhere. So I think this is a pretty interesting puzzle as well. But I don't think it's actually that hard because you can also isolate single pieces at once. So it's when you can do move one piece at a time, it's really easy. Diagonal is just the same as normal loop over, except you can use WASD if you want to. You can also press Q to move diagonal to this way, E to move diagonal this way, C to move this way and this way. And that, I would think that, if you have a larger move set, it's easier to find algorithms with low move count. I mean, as it stands with no loop over 5x5, the shortest commutator I've found that can just cycle 3 pieces is 120 moves. I haven't found anything more efficient than that, even though I know it exists. But I'm pretty sure if you use these diagonal moves, which look kind of cool, you could lower it. So there's that. I got a notification. Okay. Downstream. Okay, these are dumb. Just watch. Yeah. Do you see what's going on? Whenever I press anything, the row that I'm on moves 2 tiles, but all the ones near it move 1 tile, kind of like a river flowing, and there's friction and viscosity going on, and it's pretty fun to watch it move because there's no hard edges, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to solve this. And I also think that like if you have Loopover, like the new version of Loopover, where the finger size is larger than the board size by a little bit, you can kind of simulate this pattern too, but it doesn't look quite as like fluid as this for whatever reason. So scramble it and it's like this. And I have no idea how you would solve this, but like A and B in the correct spot. There's C, but like now how do I get D in there? I don't know. See, like, yeah, it gets pretty hard. Upstream is the same thing, except they move in the opposite direction. So you can go one tile in the direction you're going, and the other one's going the opposite direction. It's kind of like not intuitive why this would happen, but like whatever, you know, you're still gonna solve it, aren't you? Yeah, that's what I thought. And this is also like even more trippy when you like move around. So yeah, I don't really know what else there is to say, except I can't solve this either. Okay, there's that. Swirl is the dumbest one. Like if you move, there will be this like 2x2 square that rotates clockwise, and then if you move, so if you go like right, left doesn't do the opposite of right. If you want to undo what you just did, I think eventually that'll loop over or something. Oh yeah, it's kind of fun to move like that. If you want to undo that move, you have to just go around this circle. So you got to watch out if you like accidentally make a move and want to undo it. Yeah, but it's fun to do this. And also, I think it's really easy to solve because only 4 pieces are moving at once, which isn't that many. So I can move it up like that. Hold on. How do I... Whatever, I'm not going to solve it now because class and all that. So that's the last... Yeah, that's the last game type. And I guess that's really all there is to show. Yeah, it's a shame I never got this out, but like I kind of like the new Loopover better just because it's cleaner. But if any of you are looking for new variations of Loopover to keep it spicy, as if I haven't given you enough already, there's this. Yeah, okay. See, this is the problem where like if you get too bogged down in a single project and want to make it perfect before you release it, you end up with situations like this where you invested like weeks upon weeks in making like a really nice product with all these cool features, but then the world never sees it. I don't like that. So I'm fixing that now. Should I make this public, like open source or like public anywhere? I'm probably not going to do it just because like I don't have time right now. Oh, that's pretty fast, right? And yeah, I don't have time to make this public. And I don't want to have like another version of things like online. It's just like the more versions there are, the more confused people will get. Like, oh, which one's real? And like, I like how there's only one main Loopover and like one mobile-friendly Loopover and one 3D Loopover. Like you can already see it's getting kind of hectic. But that's all there is to this video. Yay. Oh, new personal best 409. Honestly, I used to average like 2.5 for 3x3 no regrips. 1.69. But now I can't even get a sub 4 average. Well, I'm going to try right now. Okay, if I go up, then A, B, and C are all solved, and then just have to diagonal spam twice. So this is easy sub 4. Whoa! That TPS though, because I got 16 moves. Okay, after I'm done with this average of 5, I'm going to see what the TPS, or MPS should I say, was. Okay. A, B, C. Oh, this is a bad case. This is bad. Okay, let's hope that one doesn't count. I'm going for a sub 4. Oh, another not so good case. Crap. Shoot. Okay, that one's gonna count. I could still make it sub 4 though, I bet. Okay, whatever. Pretend you didn't see that. Okay, this one's pretty good. Okay, good. It all comes down to this. Yes! Oh, that's not sub 4 though, it's 402. Okay, that 6.8 is killing my average. It's a 3.2 median of 5. Not fair. Shoot, class is in 10 minutes and it takes me 10 minutes to bike there. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do this real fast. Cool, sub 4. We just need more sub 4s. Oh, this is... Wait, is this the same scramble as last time? Someone check that. I think it's exactly the same. I pause. Whatever. Oh, shoot. What? I don't know how I keep messing this up. Okay. Okay, I think I got this. This is easy. Okay, good. 3.08. So now you know it's possible. And the reason I did that was not just because I wanted to have fun and stuff, but I also want to show you what this graph looks like with more points. So there we have like all the singles. Here are averages of 5. You can see that there's no average of 5 in the middle of these two because I must have done like 4 solves and quit. So I only got singles out of that. But you can see that like they got better and better and better. Actually, I didn't have a single average of 5 that wasn't a PB in this session. And I'm talking like run-on sentences. And like whoosh. That's pretty fun to watch, right? So I think like a smoothing of like 15 is pretty accurate. You can see that like my global was like 6.3 and then it dropped down to like 4.8. And then my move count also is more efficient. Wow, I guess if I paid like physical attention to it, then it moved down from 29.3 moves on average to 26. And then MPS, oh, my moves per second is also getting better. Wow, and you can also see the average of 5 moves per second. Pretty cool. Yeah, really fun stuff. Yeah. Individual records. Let's see. How can I get back to those names? Because I really like seeing them. I have first place, but Barack Obama has second. There's all these stupid people here. Yeah. Okay. Now my class is in 8 minutes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.